人の侍の知られざる物語。Okishima.
What secrets could a tiny island hold? Some called it a cat island. Others whispered of 7 samurai who fled a great war, according to legend. Still live there to this day.
Today we are going to explore historical island. It connects us to the history 800 years back when there was a civil war in Japan and 7 samurai, they decided to escape from the war and live peacefully on an island named Okishima.
In the mid-12th century, Japan was torn apart by a bloody civil war. Emperor Go Shirakawa and the retired Emperor Sutoku fought for power, pulling noble warrior families, the Minamoto, Fujiwara, and Taira, into the conflict. The battles would shape the future of Japan and give rise to the first shogunate. Japan was not always the peaceful nation we know today. Centuries ago, Kyoto, the heart of the empire, was drenched in conflict. As the imperial capital, it was the ultimate prize, coveted by every clan and warlord. Armies clashed, alliances crumbled, and countless battles scarred its lands.
Even through the silence, I can see the blood.
Kyoto was more than just a city. It was the throne of power, and whoever held it ruled Japan. But from this age of turmoil, another story began to unfold. 800 years ago, as swords clashed and blood was spilled, a group of weary samurai sought refuge far from the chaos. Their path led them to Lake Biwa and to a small island upon its waters. This was the beginning of Okishima's story.
At the edge of Lake Biwa lies a small, quiet port. From here, a short 10-minute boat ride glides across the shimmering waters to Okishima. As the waves gently rocked our boat, I couldn't help but picture the moment 8 centuries ago. 7 samurai, with their families beside them, stepped ashore on this very island. Unlike any other island in Japan, the only inhabited lake island, its history etched not just in stone and soil, but in the very bloodline of its people. On this ancient island, the streets are so narrow, you can barely squeeze past a stranger. And with every step you take, the echoes of lives lived here 8 centuries ago still linger in the air. There's only one elementary school with 17 children and a tiny kindergarten of just 2. The sound of their laughter feels like the heartbeat of the island. Cycling is the main way to get around here. No engines, no noise. Just the steady rhythm of pedals against the backdrop of birdsong and waves. After World War II, when weapons were outlawed, the islanders faced a fateful decision. They surrendered their past to the lake, casting centuries of samurai heritage into the depths of Lake Biwa, where their swords still lie in silence, hidden beneath the water. Here I am standing before the iconic Okishima shrine, with the legendary Torii Gate rising proudly behind me. Soon, we'll step into history at a temple that has stood for more than 12 centuries. But first, let's take the climb up this mountain before we continue our journey to Okishima Shrine. The islanders keep small gardens of vegetables and fruit trees. On Okishima, a small museum takes you back through the centuries, revealing how islanders once lived, with fishing gear and tools preserved from nearly 800 years ago. And here we arrive at our final destination, the Okishima Shrine, standing strong for nearly 1,200 years. Long before the seven samurai made this island their home, it was already a sacred place, drawing pilgrims and worshippers to its shores. I observed that the younger generation has migrated to the city, leaving behind a population of individuals aged 60 and older. Does this mean that once these elder residents are no longer around, the island will fall into abandonment once again, just as it was 800 years ago?
眠りきり、つわものどもや、沖島に。